Welcome back, everybody. We are gonna be playing more Rails, and looks like I saved here last time, and I'm not sure what we getting our. Oh yeah, there's some support requests we have to do today first. What? Those ones are gonna be done quickly, wouldn't you say? But anyway, I'm ready to continue, and first I have to refresh my memory a little bit here. What is the thing we need to do? The Taste of Crossbell completed. Crossbell Airport, theme park I did. Oh, you see. Oh yeah. I really wanna do this. I'm actually excited with the side story with the minute. Okay. We're gonna do the package thing. So we're gonna go Crossbell Airport first. Then we're gonna see how the situation has changed the village. So, are you guys excited? I'm excited. Is anybody watching first time? Hopefully you're watching first time, so you can experience this with me. I'm pretty sure I think many are already played this game. This is kinda old. Alright. Problems with the package. Am I talking to you? I gotten to know the folks from Kapua delivery service pretty well. Yeah, that's the from Kai. What was her name? The prospering private shipping company, and from what I've seen, they do some pretty good business. Gotta say, the future's looking bright for them. It's literally the person. Excuse me, are you with the Capua delivery service? Yeah, I am. Who are you guys? We're with the special support section of the Crossbell Baldies. We came to speak to you about the support request you submit. Oh, so it's you? Thanks a bunch. I'm a real bind here. The job's going to take a while to complete though. Are you ready to start now? Yes, I'm ready to start now. Of course, you can count on us. The request was about some misdelivered packets, right? Yep, and a boy, where they misdelivered. Our company delivers parcels to places all over the continent, but unfortunately we made an error while we were here in Crossbell. Several packages were listed with incorrect addresses by our staff, sent to the wrong locations. That does sound like a problem. How does such a mistake happen to multiple packages at once? Well, our president's little bit of scatterbrain, put it nicely. I think we know her, right? She's that... I can't remember her name. This isn't the first time something like this happened either. One time he even mixed up shipping label with letter from a friend. Okay, maybe it's not her, yeah. Oh, does sound like your president's the most meticulous person out there. I won't deny it, but he's a good man. When we had nowhere to go, he took us with open arms. Sorry, I got off topic there. Long story short, I need you to help to straighten up all the packages that ended up in the wrong addresses. Usually have a local shipping company handle the cargo once it gets to Crossbell State, so I have no idea where I was going. Sounds simple enough. Do you happen to have a bid in... Is it a bid? How you say that? On where all those errand deliveries are. Yes, according to what I have here. Parcel intended for St. Ursula Hospital ended up at Maine's Der Siegel Inn. But St. Ursula receipt instead was original bound for a private home in the residential district. I'd like for you to go each of those places, reclaim the misdelivered packages and get them to the rightful recipients. Oh, you're also gonna need this. Razzle package. I take it this is the package that was supposed to go to Der Siegel. And this shipping label was supposed to be attached to the one that was delivered to St. Ursula. That's right. So first off, deliver this parcel to Der Siegel Inn. The package there should go to St. Ursula Hospital, which means you'll have to swap them with You know, the more I try to sort this out in my head, the more confusing it gets. Basically, we just need to exchange and re-deliver the packages in order. Yes, do that. Sorry, I know this is a mess, but I'm counting on your help. Don't worry, I think we can handle it. Let's start by going to their circle in mains first. This is gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Yeah, this sounds like a pain in the ass. I couldn't see myself doing this. So, what was the mains first? This was a really cool kind of nice side quest and stuff. When you think about it, this also kind of have to do them because they build the lore, and we're gonna play. At least I'm trying to play all of the Trails games, so I wanna get all the lore I can get. So it's gonna be cool, like, oh, that's happened. Oh, that's the guy. Oh. Yeah, I want that to happen for me. I have to remember everybody. Okay, it's for her. Hey, isn't the kids from the police? You're looking to book a room with us? Not quite. We came to ask you about the case we're working on. Have you received any strange packages recently by any chance? Hey, wasn't this quest in the previous game also? Something like this happened again? Strange packages? Oh, as a matter of fact, the most peculiar delivery came in earlier. Why anyone thought to send it to us, I couldn't even begin to guess. Do you happen to know something about it? Jackpot. Well, actually, then the situation regarding the misdelivered package. Oh, that's what happened. The package we received was supposed to go to Saint Ursula then. No wonder it was chock full of scalpels and such. I can only imagine how disconcerting it was when they suddenly arrived. You don't know half of it. Luca got so spooked that she was hellbent on throwing them out with the trash tomorrow. It's a good thing we made it in time. Here, let me give you the package you're supposed to receive. Thank you very much. Let's have a look or see. Yep, these are Liberian drinking glasses I ordered a while back. But it said fragile. Oh. I guess I kinda got confused there. When it said fragile, I kinda understood that it's broken. But yeah. It's just, it can get broken, yeah. I'm positive this package is ours. Glad to be of service. Now then, could we please have the package that was misdelivered to you? Of course, give me just a moment. Oh, it's there with the boozes? Here you are, I trust you'll get that to the hospital where it should be. Thanks, we will. Alright, let's drop by St. Ursula Hospital next. We should inquire at the reception desk. I feel like this is nothing crazy happens. This is gonna be a quick quest, isn't it? I think we're gonna, yeah, Rosenberg studio. That's where our main quest is today. I'm gonna get there today. Don't worry. I don't think this is gonna take long. Hospital, and that's south. I'm starting to remember where every place is. Little by little. Just thinking. I really haven't used the car at all. I remember when I was excited. Yes, I got a car and go, but then you know. I never use it. Welcome back to St. Ursula Hospital, Special Support Section. What can we do for you today? About that, Sarah, there's something we need to ask you. It concerns one of our requests. Oh, so that's what the package was? Our nurse admin Martha was racking her brain over it. She thought maybe a nurse made a mistake with the purchase order. A mistake, you say? Yes, it happens. One of our clumsier nurses has done something to that. effect in the past, multiple times in fact. Let's see now. Does that mean the package is currently at the nurse's station? Yes, it should be. Feel free to go to the second floor and have a look for yourself. Well, here's hoping. It really makes your heart go out. The poor nurse who was falsely accused. Just a little. Anyway, let's head upstairs. Yeah, that's kind of sad. You know, that kind of situation has happened to me many times. Like if I mistake something, then people always mistake that I always do the same mistake. Like they don't give the benefit of doubt. I know that. I know that feeling too well. They said upstairs, but why the nurses? What was the place? What was the place? Nurses floor? Something? Hey Shizuku. Hey Cecile. Good morning, SSS. Well, hello there, Lloyd. What brings all you here? Do you want to pay Shizuku a visit? Yes, we did. You're not interrupting though, are we? Oh no, not at all. I just came here to tell that Michael sent her a letter from Le Mans State. Who's Michael? Who's Michael? I was gonna ask if she wanted me to read it. Did you say Michael? Isn't that the boy Dr. Ceylan operated on? I don't remember. Yes, he was also staying on this floor, so the two of us became good friends. Promised to exchange letters with one another when he left the hospital. Regular pals to pen pals, eh? It's not uncommon for St. Ursula to receive letters from former patients like this. Sadly, it isn't easy finding the time to respond, but with the sheer volume of our workloads. Still, it's nice to hear from them, knowing that someone I care for is leading a happy, healthy life. Never fails to give me a boost of energy. That sounds like you, Cecil. I bet you put a lot of love and care into every reply you make. Perhaps I should begin writing letters to Martha as well. Who's Martha? Her real parents? Or who was Martha? I'm sure she'd like that. She was so happy after seeing you for the first time in years. Never too late. You're always welcome to give it a shot. I will consider it once our work slows down. Okay. I wasn't looking for that. Wait, what? Where did I need to go? Nurse's station. Nurse's station. What is a... This is not a nurse's station, right? Okay. Maybe... Who are you? Risk though, the odds of Shizuku recovering her eyesight are as slow as ever. But if the patient hasn't given one, neither can I. On the Ceylan name, I promise not to rest until I find a successful treatment for that girl. Yeah, that's the Dr. Ceylan. I don't know if it's a girl or boy. Maybe it's here. This is nurse's station? This nurse's station? No. What's a nurse's station? End of the nurses. Seems she made it all faster. Don't mind me. You can head up to the second floor when you're ready. What? I went here already. Talk to her. Here? Oh, I had to go to back room. Okay. Wow, okay. Honestly, Sharon, you should be old enough to know better than this. Why is it that you can even place a simple order without making these mistakes? No, there's gotta be some other explanation. Ask Meifa. She even watched me put the order together. I mean, sure, it took me 20 tries before I got the numbers right. But we did it, eventually. The things Meifa has to put up with you. You're lucky she's so fond of you. Pardon us, did something happen? Oh, hello SSS. We're on here tasked with placing an order of medical supplies, but we run into problem of sorts. The package that arrived didn't have any supplies. Instead, it had some sort of worn out doll inside. Goddess knows why. Is that for Mario Bell? I knew this isn't Zero's first offense. Earlier this year, she posted an order of pet cheese too. Oh, come on, why don't you believe me? I'm telling you, I know I got it right. Lloyd, are you thinking the same thing I am? Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. What are you two referring to? Well, we might know a thing or two about what happened here. A missed delivery? So the package we received was never meant for us to begin with. That's right, we're currently in the middle of sorting it all out. Would this happen to be packets you were expecting? Heavy packets. It appears so. These are the medical tools I placed an order for. Thank you for coming all this way to deliver them to us, SSS. I suppose I owe you an apology, Ziron. I hope you can forgive me. I shouldn't have just jump to conclusions like that. Oh, it's all water under the bridge now, as long as you're not still mad at me. I think she's offended, because it's really annoying when you actually finally do something right. They still expect you to do. That's really annoying. But I almost forgot. They should put it somewhere in here. Look around inside the package for something. Oh, there it is, my new Kakemaru strap. Since we were already placing an order, I figured I might as well add this to the package too. Isn't he just adorable? Hiron. Perhaps we are going to need another talk after all. Sorry to interrupt, but if you wouldn't mind, could we take the package you received by mistake? We'll make sure it gets to the right person. Oh, of course, give me just a moment. It has to be Mario Bell. Ah, there it is. Be careful with it though. We'll take care of it from here. Let's see, according to the shipping label that Aaron gave us, the package was meant to private address in residential district. Oh, okay, it's not a Mario Bell. Now all we have to do is deliver and request will be complete. Residential district must be one of the homes near Speaker McDowell's. Then. Could be. I don't know if it's still Mario Bell. Do you recognize this address, Ellie? Let me take a closer look. Yeah, I think I'm correct. Ask him, Emily. I think I do, but this address, if I'm not mistaken, it's the empty house to the right of Representative Campbell's. Wait, isn't that the house people kept saying was haunted 10 years back? Yes, that's the one. The hell? Then what's going on? Is it possible someone moved it recently? Couldn't really say for sure. Only way to find out is head there ourselves. Could deliver this package. It has to be Maria Bell. It's her hiding house. Okay? They technically are rich and they own almost everything. So I put them behind them if they actually own the, the empty house. So they can do their dirty stuff in there. Yeah. That's what I think. Me think. Yeah, I think it has to be her. Vacant house, this one. This is definitely the address. You're right, but this place doesn't exactly feel like lived in. You know what I mean? Did someone mess up? Maybe the sender wrote down the wrong address. It's possible. Even if they did, the delivery slip doesn't actually list a recipient, only destination. Either way, we aren't going to find out anything for sure unless we ask. What's wrong, Teal? Nothing. Hold on, look. It's open? It was a little ajar, so I thought it might be. Well, we might as well show ourselves in. See if someone really did order this. Yeah, I guess so. I think I'm gonna put the camera a bit higher because so you can see my face. It's really bright today, so sorry about that. That's why usually the okay. But wait, let me check. Let me do this. I don't usually use this, but Yeah, it doesn't matter at all if I put some brightness. It doesn't give it doesn't really do shit. Okay, I guess so. I don't think we explored this vacant house before, right? Oh, it looks like the house where the lawyer lives. Excuse us, is anyone home? What I tell ya, no one is here. It's definitely the address listed on the delivery slip. The front entrance wasn't locked either. Who are you? Who is that? Doll? Huh? A girl? Excuse us, little girl. Are you the only one home? We're here to deliver a package and... Oh, you mean she's finally here? Is she a living doll like her and... what? Don't you stand there. Come on in. Hey, is this quest like related to the Rosenberg thing? It was so excited. She didn't even let you finish. Looks to me like we found our recipient. She's clearly expecting a delivery after all. That's odd though. There really was a little girl living here. I'm sure I'd have heard of it. Don't know what to tell you. You met the square 10 seconds ago, same as the rest of us did. What the hell's going on here? I wish I had a good answer for that. But for now, let's follow her in and see where that leads. Maybe she can give us a better idea of what the story with this place is. Oh, this is shady. This is very interesting. Who is that? I think she's a doll. And she's a getting sister, right? But here's the package you ordered, I think. Yeah, she finally come home. Oopsie daisy. That's fun, raggedy doll. Think it's one of those famous antiques? You know, from the Rosenberg studio? I don't think so. It doesn't look very expensive to me. So this doll, did it used to be one of yours, maybe? She's not an it. She's my beloved little sister. Isn't she just adorable? This is creepy. Is she now? Well, thank goodness we were able to reunite the two of you then. Thank you everyone. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take her back to our bedroom. This is creepy as heck. She's also a freaking doll. And why does that doll look smaller than her, if that's her sister? Am I the only one who feels completely lost about this? Doesn't seem like anyone else is home either. No parents or anything. What's wrong, Theo? Theo knows something. Nothing. It was only my imagination. I think. What's happening? Someone's at the front door now. Another quest, perhaps? Parents doesn't seem to be home, so maybe we should answer for her. Yeah, good call. Oh, it's the shop owner. What was her name? Yeah, Imelda. Well, if it's in the SSS, and what are you doing in a place like this? Well, we came on police business. What brings you all the way out here from the antique shop? Police business? What the devil for? This house has been completely abandoned for over a decade. For what I'm doing here, I've been using this building as a warehouse for my merchandise some time now. What's the matter? You look as if you just saw a ghost. Alright, what's the big idea here? Even if Imelda's telling the truth about using this place for storage space, how do you explain the creepy little girl we just handed that doll to? Good question. We could always ask her ourselves. I'm sure there's perfectly reasonable explanation for this. Right, there has to be. I'm pretty sure she went into that back door just past the living room. What? Are you ears screwed on right? I just told you no one lives here. What the hell? This is spooky. What the hell is happening? We just saw the dolls. What? What? Where'd that little girl go? Think she's hiding somewhere? Oh, wait, look at those. Huh? Oh my god. Oh, this is freaking spooky. What the hell? Oh my god. Dolls? I recognize one we just delivered, but the other one? Looks like just the girl we spoke to. What the hell? Oh my god. What the heck? What is this? Oh, this is spooky. This is a horror stuff. I think a lot of you owe me an explanation here. I wouldn't you say, no, spill it. Or would you just rather arrest yourselves for trespassing? I don't think that's how it works, but I'll try to explain. Image. Hi, I see, turns out, but he said had a grain of truth in it after all. Who? Who, what? What are you talking about? I purchased one of those two dolls while traveling abroad many years back. They were said to have been crafted to resemble the daughters of noble family from long ago. Whoa, this story is getting even creepier now. They were a set of twins, so two dolls will remain. Unfortunately, I was only able to get my hands on one of them. There's nothing wrong with the doll, per se, but strangely, I could never convince anyone to even consider buying it. What does that last part have to do with anything? For a detective, you are astonishingly dim. The point is, you were made to deliver a second doll, whereupon you came across the mysterious girl who resembles the first. What I'm saying is perhaps that doll came to life and summoned her twin to her. Twin to her, no? That's ridiculous. Certain man has always insisted to me that every doll has its own destiny. Perhaps the old fogey was onto something this whole time. Every doll has its own destiny. Sorry, but that still sounds absurd to me. Yes, he's referring to Kia. Are you telling us that the girl we spoke to was the ghost of this doll? The fuck? I refuse to believe it. The veracity of that claim aside, there's substantial concentration spiritual energy in this building. You can sense the presence of the three higher elements too, the way I could at the Moon Temple and Stargazer's Tower. Why though? Why this place? Why this building? Why is that happening here, not anywhere else in the town? In other words, what we witnessed may have been spiritual phenomena of sorts. A spiritual phenomenon? Yes, he doesn't like ghosts, right? That would explain the hair standing up on the back of my neck. Man, this would be a hell of a lot easier if we were all just hallucinating. But if the other says there's something to it, I'm not gonna tell her otherwise. You're kidding, right? I don't want to believe any of this. Hee. My, but it's fun to watch you all shiver and tremble yourselves, silly. At the end of the day, whether or not you put any stock into the blatherings of that reclusive doll fanatic is up to you. But one thing is for certain, and that is, now that the sisters are reunited, they can finally find a proper home, by which I mean prospective buyer. I think Mario Bell has a lot of those dolls, right? At one point of the series. Thinks she's gonna buy those too, isn't she? And that's good news for my bottom line. It's always about the money, old bag. Anyway, that wraps up this request, I think. Let's go back and report to that Papua delivery service employee. Right, the sooner we leave this house of horrors, the better. Damn. Hey, you looks like you managed to get all the packages where they needed to go. You guys are lifesaver. Thanks, special support section. There's no problem. So, not that it's any of my business, but... Is she okay? Her face is kind of pale. It couldn't have been. We didn't talk to... Did we? She's scared. I guess she's still a little bit haunted by the experience. I don't blame her. Give her some time. She'll be fine. Yeah, don't worry about it too much. If you say so. Anyway, I'll be best going now. If I ever need help in the Crossbell again, I'll let you know. Calls anytime. We'll be happy to assist. Request is done. Nice. Yeah. What do we do now? What was the place I needed to go next? Oh yeah. Armorica village, right? Oh, that's right. But it's not this way. It's in the east. Oh yeah, dishes to offer. Oh yeah, I never gave any dishes to Armorica village. Yeah, let's talk to the chief. How is it going on? Oh, okay. Where are they? where are they? They're not here. You're not chief. They're not here? Harold Hayward's house in a residential. What? Residential district? What? Oh my god, I came all this way. This whole time he was in the city. I came here. I came here the whole this way. Residential district. So I was in the right place already. Harold Hayward's home. That's the Campbell. Here? Oh, okay, that's the... Excuse us, you put on a request for the special support section? Oh, hello there, SSS. Can tell you how glad I'm that you're here to help with this again. Yes, thank you very much for coming. Can you tell us what's happened since yesterday, Chief Tolda? I understand there was a new development in the case. Yes, that's correct. I fear the situation is more dire than I originally thought. I'd like to discuss it in depth with you all right away. Would that be alright? Yeah, that would. Right now is fine. Please fill us in on the details. You mentioned that the situation has changed since yesterday. That it has. Yesterday evening I went to the Azure Inn in another attempt to persuade Derek. Told me that mini character was too suspicious and that he had to break ties with him. You didn't beat around the bush then, huh? Not for a second, but in the end Derek still refused to listen. However, I did learn something new. So I hurried here to discuss the matter with Mr. Hayward. Something new? Minute taking some form of action? But Chief Tolda told me caught me off guard, if I may be frank. Minute's grip on the village is far tighter than we have given it credit for. Would you mind elaborating? From what we learned yesterday, several villagers already trust him. It gone further than that. Oh no, is there gonna be like civil war or something in the village? That would be crazy. Well, you see, Minute has not only secured the private property on Old Armorica Road, also the deeds to numerous plots and fields in the village itself. Damn. You what? Shocking as that is, one question comes to my mind. How was he able to pull off something that big? Good question. From what we know, Minute pitched a plan to increase Armorica's lotus production, as he puts it. By slowly accumulating deeds to the villagers' farmlands, he could expand the lotus fields and streamline the harvests. Moreover, management of the plots themselves would be contracted to the Quincy Company to reduce the required labor. That does line up with what we heard yesterday. At first blush, sounds like pretty good deal for the villagers. Yeah, too good to be true. As long as those deeds are in Minute's hands, he can abuse the land in any way he can, any way he wants. There'd be no coming back from that. Indeed, the man cannot be trusted by any means. He's solely focused on the private property of ours. Even the worst case scenario would be too terrible. Now that he's using plots of land within the village, the results could be catastrophic. You guys might be shit out of luck when it comes to breaking that contract though. That's where you come in. If you can expose him, then perhaps the contract can be avoided. I know there's nothing criminal happening on the surface here, but even still, can we ask you to look into this? Well, the SS has never actually been all that beholden to a CPD protocol. Our job is to support the citizens when they request it. You've given us enough reason to find Minute suspicious, so we'll gladly help. Thank you, Detective Panis, and all of you have been our village's guardian angels. Where should we begin the investigation? I'm a bit of a loss of that myself. Me too. It's not as we have any smoking guns to look into. True. In that case, why not ask Ian for assistance? Yeah, he's a lawyer, so... You mean Mr. Creamwood? Yes, granted, we're only working off our suspicions at the moment. But if you explain the situation to Ian, he may be able to find a trace of something illicit on Minnie's actions. That sounds like a good idea. Even a shred of evidence against Minute would be a good starting point for the investigation. I should warn you, though. Ian's been incredibly busy ever since the mayor advocated for our independence. No guarantee he'll have the time to see you. Only one way to find out of the Grim Law Office. If we'll catch him, maybe we won't. We'll cross that bridge when come to it. Yeah, let's go pay him a visit. We leave you to it then. I can speak. Oh my god, I can speak today. Okay. Lot of reading. I'll ask my business associates if they heard any rumors that Minute or the Quincy Company. We would appreciate that. Thank you everyone. You're the only ones I can count on. I'm so powerless in all of this. It's just pathetic of me. Don't worry, Chief Tolda. We'll handle it from here. Just sit tight and relax. Maybe pray to the goddess for good luck while you are at it. Very well. I'll be waiting for you. Wow, that was a lot of reading. Oh my god. Anything else to say still? I'm Derek's father and the village chief. Yet I'm so powerless in all of this. It's just pathetic of me. Beg of you, please expose Minute for the monster he is. This whole incident has Chief Tolda very sick. But I suppose that's only natural. This involves not only his village, but his son as well. Still, too much stress can ruin your health. I do what I can to keep him calm. Okay? She is a good wife. At least she seems so. So what we need to do is... Let's barge in! Oh shit! Yeah. Seems like he is here. Oh? Mr. Grimwood. why am I doing that voice for him? Okay. Sorry. Something wrong with my voice. Sorry. Yeah. Be afraid you might have been out of your office. Ah yes, I was just in the middle of taking much needed break. But it would seem you're in desperate need of my counsel. Is it really that obvious? I've seen those looks on your faces coming through my door countless times by now. Please take a seat. I might be busy, but I'm happy to lend you an ear. Our apologies and thank you. What happened in the past? Right. I see. This is quite a predicament the village has found itself in. A case such as this would typically be a top priority for me. But as you know, I've been busy this past week drafting a preliminary constitution for the mayor. I apologize, but I won't have the time to handle this case personally. That's unfortunate, but we understand. We suspect that would be the case. Still, even just consultation would be helpful. Very well, I'll give you an advice again while you're here. We appreciate it, Mr. Greenwood. So, do you have any insight on this? At this point, there's no evidence of Minute engaging in unlawful activity. What? What is that word? At least as far as we can tell. Is there something we're missing? I do have one idea. Damn already? Possibly an Erebonian contact of mine once provided me with some reference material for a similar case. Who could it be in Erebonia? I can't think anybody. Though I can say the circumstances are an exact match. Any lead that could help us with the investigation is a good one. If you think this other case is worth mentioning, we'd be happy to hear about it. Very well, I can hardly refuse you all. Ahem. From what I can recall... Tell me. Several years ago, a man visited the estate of Erebonian Baron. He introduced himself as Rittner, an enterprising businessman working for a famous brewing company. Rittner. I don't think we ever heard of him until now. Rittner presented the Baron with an opportunity to become rich beyond his wildest dreams, and quickly, at that, proposed that Baron's barley fields, which have been passed down to family for generations, used as established a brewery. Brewery? Yeah, sorry about my accent. The facilities would be constructed on the barony, and his family would be responsible for managing them. That was the idea, anyway. Hold on a second. What you're telling us is awfully reminiscent of what's going down in Armorica. The Baron accepted the deal and signed Rittner's contract. Then, under the pretense of constructing the brewery, fields and portion of the Baron's land were temporarily transferred to Rittner. Like, temporary? Okay, what's happening here? Moreover, the Baron converted his assets into capital for the sake of getting the business off the ground. Converted his assets into capital. So does he mean the land, or he had like money or something? However, Rittner soon disappeared with both the deeds and the capital, never to be seen again. The hell? The Baron and his family panicked after suddenly losing contact with Rittner. At the time, they had no idea of the gravity of what was going to unfold. To their shock and surprise, they learned Rittner has sold the deeds to a third party. So he sold the land and everything that was temporary for him. Okay. The land was to be repurposed into a villa resort. Today it stands as part of the suburb instead. In the end, the Baron's family racked up substantial debt. Before long, they had lost their entire territory. With that, the family was stripped of their rank and they vanished without a trace. Whoa, what the hell? That's crazy. Wow, that's sad. That could happen anybody. Damn, that's one hell of a story. That man connected them into giving up their property and sold it right under their noses. Who would even do such a thing? The investigation immediately reminded me of that case. One person lies to earn another's trust before running off with a large fortune. It's a common strategy for committing fraud. Damn, I think that's a very common thing, like in real world also. Fraud? If this the case is the same, then Minute may not be Quincy Company employee at all. He would be simply a conman trying to swindle Armorica for all they're worth. I'm also thinking maybe it's the same person who did that Baron. Maybe he just changed his name. Precisely. I can't say for certain that's the case here, but I'm concerned it might be. I agree. There are too many parallels between the story and our case. It'd be best if we shifted our focus to investigating this as a potential act of fraud. That changes the kinds of leads we should be looking into. Exactly. As far as Minute goes, there's two major areas that stand out to me as suspicious. First, the plan of his. We need to find out whether or not he's actually done anything to establish this American honey company. We could probably figure that out by following the Mira trail. Have to apply a bank loan to open a business in Crossbell. If it's all sham, then we find the evidence we need at the IBC. The other point of concern is whether Minit's actually employee of the Quincy Company. Quincy Company's headquarters aren't in Crossbell though, so that'd be a little tougher to ferret out. Wasn't Quincy Company in the Calvert? Oh, I may be able to help with that. We should try stopping by my grandfather's home. The McDowell estate? Why? There should be a brochure about the Quincy Company there. Unless how the company operates, we may be able to find some useful information. What's something like that doing in your cramps pad, Manemoi Eli? Well, because I happen to enjoy making sweets, alright? I once took an interest in the Quincy Company, so I ordered one of their brochures. Last I recall, it was on the shelf in my old bedroom. Then again, I doubt a simple brochure would have all the information we need. I wouldn't be so quick to discount the possibility. It's official Quincy Company material. You might be able to find something that conflicts what Minute said. Yeah, think she's onto something. Never hurts to cover all your bases. Agreed, let's stop by the McDowell estate and see how it pans out. Thanks for all the invaluable advice, Mr. Grimwood. Because of you, we finally have some leads to chase down. Always happy to be of service. Just to confirm, you said you were using Hayward's residence as a base of operations, yes? Yeah, we are. Very well, then I'll let you my help with this case for as long as the time permits me. Though, unfortunately, I can't make any promises given my other responsibilities. That's not a problem at all. You already help us immensely. It's nice having a professional in the neighborhood we can lean on. I'll try to meet up with you at the Haywards later. Good luck with your investigation. Until then, thanks, Mr. Greenwood. Okay, let's get this investigation underway. To start, we need to go to the IBC and look in the minutes plan regarding to the American Honey Company. It'd be a good idea to swing by the McDowell's estate for that brochure too. Something in there might be contradict minutes worth. That gives us total 2 leads to follow up on. Roger, we won't rest until we find that evidence. That's actually kind of cool, like in real life also. It's good to have a friend who's lawyer or something. Just cases, bullshit cases like this. There's someone gonna try to cheat on you. It's always to have contacts, especially lawyer. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the McDowell's first because it's the closest. It was somewhere here. Is it this one? Campbell, Republican faction. This is McDowell, right? What? Do I remember wrong? I thought McDowell has a... I thought McDowell has a house here. Oh, okay. Okay, I got... Master Ren has been occupied, okay. So what are we exactly looking for here? Her suites? Is this her room? Okay, there you go. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This is the Quincy Company brochure I mentioned earlier. What's a brochure? English is not my first language, so what is a brochure he's talking about? Dang, they even had this sucker bound. Can't say they didn't put any effort into the thing. They have ample resources to do so, considering the size of the company. Whatever is written inside should be sufficiently credible. Then it's good thing we stopped by for it. Alright, let's take a closer look inside. The leader of As the leader in confectionery manufacturing, the Quincy company strives tirelessly toward its next innovation. Brochure aims to briefly introduce the methods and creeds that drive our passion. We believe that the key aspect of any confectionery is its taste. Otherwise, how could anyone enjoy it? With this belief as a core tenet, Quincy Company refuses to compromise on the quality of its products. Our factories are fitted with the latest equipment and operated with the utmost attention to hygiene. Here at the Quincy Company, we are particular not just about the quality of our ingredients, but they are the source as well. Our product development pipeline too is run with strictest of standards. Prototypes are personally sampled by executives who after many meetings decide whether a product is worth to go to market. Only then they can reach the production line. This has been Quincy Company tradition since its founding, such that we may deliver our valuable customers nothing less than the finest confectionaries to enjoy. It is this commitment to excellence that has made the Quincy Company the exceptional confectioner it is today. Okay, I don't remember what he actually said, so is he right? I'm not sure what we're expecting. This is all just your typical corporate double talk. Yeah, that's true. Did anybody manage to find contradiction between this and something Minute has said? Not in particular. Maybe coming here for this brochure was waste of time after all. Actually, I did notice something. You did? Oh, I get it. You just activated the detective mode. And bam, right? Well, don't leave us hanging. What you find? You remember what Minute told us at the hotel yesterday? The answer is obvious. This is only passing remark, but still comes to major conflict with what's written in the brochure. Enough to prove that he isn't in fact the employee of the Quincy Company to begin with. You got that much out of this one little pamphlet? That's right, you see, if Minute... Sorry to cut you off, but where the fun is spoiling it all now? Oh, what are you talking about? Well, if I'm being honest, it's annoying that you're the only one who's figured it out. So why not give the rest of us a chance to save it for when we interrogate Minute? Wazy. This is an investigation, not some game. I agree with Wazy actually. Your hypothesis might not be accurate after all. As precaution, we shouldn't let ourselves be swayed by mere hunch. Not to mention, I don't appreciate you stealing the spotlight with your detective mode, as Randy put it. Why do I get the feeling that second comment was the real reason she doesn't want me to share? Fine, if you insist. Instead, I want you to consider everything we learned so far. I summarized the main points of the brochure in the detective notebook. All that's left is for us to visit the IBC. Let's see what we can find out there. Lead the way. Oh, itchy. What? My nose is always dry. I don't know why. Maybe I should use some... I don't know. Something. McDowell is the IBC. Yeah, that's right. IBC. Go there fast. Okay, we're almost there. Did I talk to her? I think so. Hello again, SSS. What can I do for you today? Well, we'd like to ask for the IBC's cooperation with the investigation we're working on. Would it be possible for you to do a card search for us, Lanfei? We're hoping to look into some suspicious Mira transfers from a certain depositor. You want me to pull up private information on one of our clients then? Doing so is within company's policy if it's related to criminal inquiry. But you wouldn't mind telling me the details of the situation first? Not a problem. I see. I believe I understand the circumstances now. It is sufficiently probable cause for to conduct a search. Cracking down these kind of things is in the bank's best interest too. Fraud would damage your reputation. Damn, Wazy! You are correct, and this is related to legitimate investigation. I can help, but you have to settle for simply telling you what I can pull up on the terminal screen here. That's more than enough, if you would, please. Very well. First, let me search for an account registered under the name Minute. American Honey Company, subsidiary of the Quincy Company. There we are. We do indeed have an account open under that name. Hold on. What happened? It was something incriminating? And she was just smiling as, while saying that. Did you find something bad? I don't have the authority to tell you the exact balance on record. I will say that the American Honey Company has no more than a minimum deposit in its account. What exactly does that mean? Basically, corporate accounts require initial sum of the capital to open. In this case, the base amount is all there is from what you told me. That would leave tens of thousands of Mira accounted for. Minute has the construction of the factory, management of the fees, and more to cover. It is simply impossible for any minimum deposit to be capable of financing all of it. That much is clear. Despite him holding the titles to the land and signing several deals, the balance hasn't changed a single time. It's suspicious to say the very least. By which I mean this account appears to have been made for the sole purpose of gaining Derek's trust. Yeah, there it is. Things clearly aren't adding up here. More ways than one. Yeah, this is just the kind of evidence we needed. We appreciate cooperation, Lanfei. Not at all. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Should you ever require anything more, please don't hesitate to ask. But keep that in mind. Okay, we have now material on every suspicious aspect of Minis and his plan. Let's make our way back to the Hayward's residence. Got it. So, yeah. I don't know what else we can actually do. But anyway, we're gonna go to the residence. I think I really think I need to drink coffee or something. I'm getting a bit tired all of a sudden. Sorry about that. I don't know. I didn't feel this tired when I started. When I started playing. Ah, it's the SSS. There you are. Mr. Grimwood, I'm glad you could make it. Did you just get back yourself, Mr. Hayward? Yes, I finished asking my business associates about the matter at hand. How did things go on your end? We were able to round up few leads thanks to Mr. Grimwood. How about you, Mr. Hayward? I did just the same, in a matter of speaking. You see, I'm not quite sure what to do make of it all. Well, you went through the trouble of digging up that info, so you may as well share it with the rest of the class. Agreed, the information may be beneficial to our investigation. Suppose you're right. Ask my business associates if the name Minute rang any bells, having never heard of it myself. What they informed me is that he's been making inquiries into certain market since arriving in Crosspell. And what market would that be? Land prices in various locations throughout Crosspell. Land prices? He sounds more like a real estate agent at this point. Why would Quincy Company employee even need that kind of information? The answer to that is just might be instrumental in helping us figure out Minnie's true objective here. Think so? Certainly something worth considering. Incidentally, I may have discovered something else of note since we last saw one another. We saw him like 5 or 10 minutes ago? What did he do? How did you find this info? Huh? Harold, Chief Tolda. Could I ask you to help me find something in my office? At your office, Ian? I don't mind, but is it important? Well, it isn't substantial enough to prove anything in of itself, but we may have able to use it as a final nail in the coffin once you've been pinned down. You really got something like that up your sleeve, Grizzly Grim? Possibly, but we may not make it in time, so please don't wait for us. You ought to get Armorica village as quickly as you can. If Minute is the criminal we think he is, then his plan could very well be in his final stage as speak. Oh crap! So he's like a real estate agent who's lying to people so he can get their lands and sell them. Is that right? I'm confident, however, that the evidence you have land on hand will be enough for you to solve the case. Best of luck, SSS. Got it. Thanks, Mr. Grimwood. Okay guys, off to Armorica village. It's time to reveal Minute's true colors and stop his phony deals dead in tracks. Right. So we have the evidence now. We have the evidence and go to the Armorica village now. Let's do this. I'm gonna put this a bit smaller now. Now that it's not as bright anymore, I can put a bit smaller. Okay, I think that's a good spot. You can see my health and everything. Anyway, let's go. Actually, I didn't use that much caffeine before I got my daughter. After my daughter, my caffeine usage has been rise so much. It's funny to me because she keeps keeping us awake, and she keeps always waking up really early because I think she still thinks that in the early morning, when it's really dark, it's already morning. Like she's still confused by the time zones and everything. So I really didn't use this much caffeine before, but nowadays I use it a lot because of my daughter. It's funny to me. Okay, let's go back to the game. Damn it! They already closed the deal? I hope not. I just hope not. I hope he didn't ruin the town. I know what I said last time about him, but I don't trust him at all anymore. U6 again. The special support section. Derek, Minute, we have few things we'd like to ask. What kind of agreements were you hoping to conduct today? Meddling in my affairs on my father's behalf again, are you? Ah, please, Derek. There's no harm in answering their questions. After all, our plan has already been set into motion. What do you mean by that? Right before you all arrived, Derek and I finished signing the requisite paperwork. Doing so, we arranged to expand the operations of the Lotus Field lent to me by the villagers. Quincy Company will then take over the management of the fields. What? Signed away the rights to almost all of the village's agriculture. Is this really what you want, Derek? What are you talking about? Nothing is changing. I'm only transferring management of the fields to him. Of course, it's quite simple, really. With my company harvesting the honey, we'll be able to streamline production of the candy. Temporary transfer of the land rights to my company is necessary. First step to facilitate the process. What a crafty bastard. His scheme has reached its final phase. It means... Now then, Derek, I'll be delivering this contract to our main office. We'll be in touch come tomorrow. Look forward to good news. Sounds great. I'll be waiting. He is getting so... Lloyd? You can't let him get away. Before you go, Minute, you have a few more questions. Oh? And what that might be? Well, for starters, are you aware of the allegations leveled against you? The primary of which, of course, is suspicion of fraud. What? That's absurd. How dare you insult Minute like that? Now, Derek, please calm yourself. Minute? Special support section, was it? What could possibly make you suspect of me being common criminal? Sorry, I'm gonna have to refresh. There'll be a little delay. Sure, you have some manner of proof you claim. That we do. Intriguing. Why don't you tell me all about it then? First, let me remind you that I'm an imperial citizen. Oh, I think I'm right. I think that might be the same guy. That did the... If it turns out that your allegations are entirely baseless. Like, I think he's the same guy who did to that Baron. Has to be. I will do what I must to right that indignity, police officers though you may be. That's fine with us. Lloyd, don't worry, Ellie. Let me handle this. Based on our investigation, there's no doubt in my mind that Minnie is guilty. I'm gonna expose him as the fraud he is and so direct the truth. How very glib. If that's how you want to play this, then go right ahead. I answer anything you like. Well, your first question. Right, about your actions in Crossbell. There's a contradiction between what you said and what you done. Could you please recount your actions for me? Contradiction? Very well. Since arriving in Crossbell, I have been cooperating with Derek to advance our plans. That plan will result in the formation of American Honey Company, a subsidiary of the Quincy Company. We specialize in producing candy made from America's high-quality honey, combined with my company's acumen. It is surefire success. Venture has already proved by the city and it's just about prepared to launch. Tell me, what is so contradictory about that? Well, everything. This plan is more like a charade from where I'm standing. Our investigation has uncovered a key discrepancy, is what you said. You see, Minute? It's the confectionery, right? It was that one. This plan is your brainchild, but in reality you don't know a single thing about making candy, do you? Oh, that's interesting angle. Do you have any proof of that claim? Oh well, dude, even if it is clearly suspicious, I need to think about this more carefully. I'm able to explain. I thought I'd be right. You noticed an inconsistency when we investigated the IPC. That's right. He's like, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, Lloyd. No, it's actually me who being stupid. Yeah, it's just funny to me. Minute, this plan of yours hasn't made any progress at all, has it? The IPC? What are you talking about? Consider this, if the Quincy Company truly intended to go through with this plan in Crossbell, it would need a loan from the IBC to fund the construction and development of the subsidiary? Well, yes, of course. I registered the company with the city and opened corporate account. But that's as far as you went, isn't it? Oh, he's getting caught. He's getting caught. The account for the American Honey Company contained no more than the minimum balance required to open it. While we weren't told the exact amount, I would speculate it's only in tens of thousands of Mira. Just how were you planning to build a factory and run a business with so little starting capital? You looked into my IBC account? This can't be true, can it, Minnie? Please don't misunderstand, Derek. I never said there was any credence to their claims, merely commenting on the audacity it takes to do something so invasive. Forget that. Explain why there's hardly any Mira in that account. Being an executive of the company, I must be especially judicious when moving money around. Such, I can take out a loan on behalf of the Quincy Company. Of course, I'll be securing one from the IPC once I receive permission from the main office. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Theft evasion. Don't count us out, yes. I can tell Minute is getting frustrated. If we continue to press him and pile on the evidence, we can get him to crack. That look on your face tells me you have something more to ask. It just happens that I do. That was far from our only point of contention about you, Minute. Still not satisfied? Don't let them rattle your Derek. This will be a good opportunity for me to clear your mind. Any and all doubt. Next. I'd like to ask you about Minute. You said that you're executive of the Quincy company. Is that really true? Wait, what are you implying? Are you trying to say that Minute isn't associated with the Quincy company at all? That's what our evidence points to. Ha 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 ha. Oh goodness me, I didn't expect you to say something so outlandish. How about I show you my business card and employee ID? Those articles could easily be forged. Regardless, we have evidence that would supersede either of those. And we found it in the Quincy Company informational brochure. An informational brochure? Oh yeah, the one in the Manamoy's Ellie's room. Recorded the main points in the detective notebook. Brochure comes directly from the Quincy Company's main office, so there's no doubt as to its authenticity. What's more, there's a clear discrepancy between its contents and what you told us yesterday. What I told you? That's right. Something you mentioned made it clear to us that you aren't the executive you claim to be. His history in sales? Maybe? I don't know this one. Allow me to quote statement you made yesterday. It was my long-standing reputation as an irrefutable salesman that led to my current position. Yes, I said something along those lines. What's your point? Wait, what does that prove? You really botched this one. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad. Oh, sorry about that. I misspoke. Oh, I get it now. Huh? But working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. That's what he told us yesterday. I'm lazy? How exactly is that relevant? That's right, I don't care for sweets. Ah, what of it? Are you trying to say that someone who dislikes sweets couldn't possibly work for a confectionery company? Not this particular one, no. So you caught on, too, did you, Theo? What are you on about? Who do you work for? The confectionery police department? This is what's written in the brochure. Prototypes are personally sampled by our executives, who after many meetings decide whether a product is worthy to go to market. Well, isn't that interesting? What does that... Wait. It is illogical that somebody who has distaste for sweets would be employed by Quincy, given their traditions. Would you not agree? That's no, I mean, I never said I hated sweets. That's not going to work on us. You admitted not liking them in this very conversation. How stupid do you think we are? Gah. So that raises the question, why would you lie about being executive of the Quincy company? Executive. I think it's like that. Simple, you intended to gain Derek's trust before ripping him off. This is the only deduction I can make based on the evidence. As for the confectioner seeking to make use of Armorica's honey, Quincy Company was merely a name, weight to it, one that Minute threw around as a show of credibility. Minute, what is the meaning of this? You tricked me? Ahaha, Derek, don't allow yourself to deceived by these scoundrels. What you just call us? I mean, think about it for a sec. Let's say, for argument's sake, that I did come to Armorica Village for the purpose of founding a fraudulent honey company. If that being the case, I had an ulterior motive in deceiving my very good new friend Derek. Then what was it? Why would I go such a ridiculous lengths? If you have no proof to back your claims, then you have no right to call me a fraud. You should arrest yourselves for slander. You do bear the burden of proof, as well as providing viable motive. Far as the motive goes, I think I have a pretty good idea. See? What? Are you sorry, Lloyd? Barely even started untangling everything that's going on here. Don't worry, I got this. The person who pointed us in the right direction today also went to retrieve the final piece of evidence we need. Last piece of the puzzle that ousted Minute once and for all. Fight with the Mumley. If you have something to say, then out with it. With pleasure. We went to all these lengths to deceive this village with one goal in mind. This one I know. Seizing the land rights. The true objective here is obtaining the land rights to Armorga village itself. What? A trader we know named Harold Hayward gave us some information about you. Immediately after arriving in Crossbell, you, Minute, started looking into land prices throughout the state. If you were employed by the Quincy Company in search of the new business ventures, this would make no sense. So why do you do it? I can only think one of the possibilities. Seizing land was your aim from the very start. It was? All the outrageous seems? There's more to it. Armorga village is surrounded by scenic beauty, making it high-value location. Oh my god. Did he get caught? Suppose the deeds were sold to third party as prime real estate for a village resort. How much Mira do you think they would go for? Land like this, I would estimate somewhere in the tens of millions of Mira. That said, I don't think the villagers would ever agree such an arrangement. Exactly, that's what made this whole fraudulent ruse painstaking, as it was a necessity. Now, if we assume your motive was to obtain the land itself, your actions become that much more clearer. First you obtain the rights to the lotus fields, the farmland and the village's private property. Then under the pretext returning to your company's main office, you vanish from Crossbells entirely. Finally, you sell the deeds on the black market and pocket the hefty sum of Mira they're worth. That Minute has been your plan entire time. Oh, boom! Let's go, let's see what he says. Boom! 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 He was like, Minute, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Lloyd. Who is that? Is that Chief? Yeah, Chief. Thank goodness, it looks like we made it in time. Derek. Father, Mr. Hayward. Are you from Greenwood's office? I'm his assistant, Pete. He would come himself, but he had to get back to drafting the Constitution. Did you come with the evidence? Yes, we did. Ian said this would prove to be useful insurance. We're all going to want to take a look at this. It produced a photograph for everyone to see. There's a man who looked like a merchant with the same face as Minute. Wait, so does this mean I was right? That Minute is the same guy that did with the Baron, did the thing with the Baron. Man in this picture is... Why? Why do you have this? Reporter from Mr. Criminal New in the Empire gave this to him a long time ago. However, the name of this photo isn't Minute, it's Ridner. Oh my god, yeah. Well, it was kind of obvious. It was kind of obvious, but you know, still, it's cool to be right. Ridner, I feel like we heard that name recently. Ah, I remember. It's the name of the man who stole the Erebonian barren lands. The one Mr. Grimwood told us about. Fuck. Oh yeah, that dude. That's right. I asked Ian about it again and he said there's no mistaking it. Well, this is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Lloyd, why don't you do Minute the honors? Tell him the only thing this photo could mean. With pleasure. You're under arrest. Say it. The reason the man before us Minute and the man in the photo Ridner look identical is... They're twins! Minute in Ridner's disguise. they're the same person. Why is this even an option? No, there's... What is... That would be a meme answer. They're twins. Okay. But it could be also... Same person. Minute and Ritter are the one and the same. That's the only explanation. And it's because they're the same person. Their MOs are such a close match. Mr. Greenwood came to the same conclusion. This man must have swindling down to exact orbital science. You're crook, Minute. As such, you'll be charged with attended fraud. This, of course, on top of the fraud you previously committed in Erebonia. I can only guess how many skeletons we'll find in your closet when we get done with you. I would be very much like to hear all of the details in the department's interrogation room. Grr. You, damn you. I am a professional. My work must be flawless. You meddlesome brats. Oh, he finally got caught. Minute. Don't get too full of yourself just yet. You may have won this time, but I won't be apprehended so easily. What? Come, my lovely beasts. Wait! Wait! Those are the same beasts that attacked the village in the previous game, right? So this is like a continuation what happened in the previous game. Oh shit! That's cool! What? Oh, damn. But those ones are also Red Constellation, right? What? Monsters? They appear to be well trained too. These Gokers, don't freaking tell me. Yeah, it's a Red Constellation. No. Derek. We've told that it's too dangerous. Do you have any idea what you're doing? I know precisely what I'm doing, hence why I'm doing it. Oh, and don't think for even a second about trying to fight me. That is, unless you don't value the lives of Derek and the villagers. Now step aside if you would. Is he gonna force the contract? Fare thee well. For we shall we never meet again. I hope we're gonna see him again and punch him to the dick. Okay, maybe not in the dick, but in the face. Derek. Damn it. We can just let him escape. After him. Yeah, I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Can they just close the borders or something so he can escape? Can they do anything like that? You would think. No. He managed to get away. Ugh, I've never been so frustrated. I can't believe a spineless coward like him gave us the slip. At least, none of the villagers were hurt. Let's look at the silver lining. What a mess. If we come across him again, he won't be so lucky. I wish we're gonna see him again in the story. Let's see. For now though, let's regroup with the Chief Tolda and the villagers so we can report what's happened. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, he's working with the Red Constellation. The story is getting juicy. I can thank you all enough for what you done today. It's no exaggeration say that you saved the village from the clutches of that gunman. Though he still got away in the end. Yes, but now the department knows to keep on lookout for him. It should only be a matter of time before he is caught. So, Derek, you have anything to say? You're a bit of quiet here. Derek? I made a great mistake and I put everyone through so much trouble just so they could fix it. I let that man drop me into his seam and it nearly cost us of all our livelihoods. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not the one who's guilty. But he is guilty though. He was so dumb. He didn't have any critical thinking. He was just wrong. It's my fault completely. No two ways about it. I was so desperate to fix and reform Armorica that I ignored my father and almost threw it in the ground instead. I have no right to become the next village chief. That is where you're wrong. Father? I've been so stuck on the old ways that I never tried to hear your proposals for what they were. So they both learned something from this. This is nice. I know the village will go under if we maintain our current course, and yet I done nothing. It is my inaction that drove you to do this. Thus, I must bear a large share of the responsibility for letting it happen. That is very admirable, Shiftolda. Thanks to this crisis, I finally realized where I went wrong. The welfare of this village cannot hinge entirely on the ideology of a single stubborn old man. Instead, Derek, I would ask that you provide me your input as well. We will each contribute our ideas and discuss them with the villagers. That is the only way we can ensure future for Armorica. You're right, I'm sorry, father. From here on out, I'm gonna dedicate myself to the betterment of the village. I'm happy the two of you were able to reconcile. Ha, the same. Makes almost losing your village to some group worth it, wouldn't you say? Yeah, it does. Put a sock in it, Vasey. Yeah, but he's correct. Why is everybody giving him a shit? He's correct many times. That this needed to happen so they can learn. Learn how to read a room. I'm really sorry about him, I swear. We tried everything. Ahem, at any rate, we owe you all an enormous debt. So allow me to express my thanks once more. I also owe my gratitude to Mr. Grimwood. It's a shame he couldn't be here. I'll pass your thanks on Mr. Grimwood and let him know what happened. Even if I only played a minor role, I'm glad I could be of assistance. I look forward to continued partnership, Shiftolda. Same to you, Harold. If you could keep a lookout for a minute, just in case he returns. And of course, you can always contact the SSS if you ever need our assistance. Hopefully, it never be for anything related to this ordeal again. We'll be sure to keep you in mind. Dang, that was I really love this quest line about this village that they're trying to see. Protecting the future of Armorica village. My son, I have been too close-minded toward each other's views to see that we share the same goal. This ordeal must have been the goddess way of teaching us that. I was wrong to try and solve all the village's problems myself. The whole mess has shown me just how flawed my judgment has been up until now. Well, from here on, I need to work with my father, no, the whole village, to create a brighter future. Glad he learns his lesson. Sometimes, like crazy like that needs to happen. So we learn our lesson. I know that too well in my own life. I make so many mistakes, and I really just have to willing to learn from them. But anyway, let's turn in the request and let's go to the main story. I have still some time. I wanna see some juicy story stuff. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. It was kind of a little bit appetite there. That one support request where was the dolls. And I think that was a bit nice. That appetite. Okay, I could have a teleporter there, but I wanna walk. Need some fresh air. Report to HQ. There's a monster request, but I don't want to do it in stream. I don't want to use time from my streaming time to do that. Medal of Luster. Okay. But... let me check again. Wait. Yeah, there it is. West Crossbell High. Medium. Deal with this red swiftly. I don't want to miss it either. I'm gonna make a save spot here just in case. If I go do the main quest, there could be a chance I miss that quest. I don't want to miss it. I'm gonna do it in my free time, so I'm gonna do that. Do we need anything else? I don't think I need to upgrade anything. I upgraded so much. Oh yeah, when we were doing the village request, I was so sure I'm actually gonna fight the panthers or something, but I guess I didn't need to. What if I go here? Now that the quest, I talk to... Is Grimwood here? Okay, Greenwood is not here. He is too busy with... Hey, the cruisers is back. Man, I love flooring in the highway. Nothing but open roads out there, not all like in the city. The wheel's yours from here on out, Reggie. So what you can do. At least they're not driving inside the city anymore, right? They're using the highway. So studio, here we go. Let's check this out. To drink some caffeine. Doll studio. It's up here, right? Even the enemies are. The enemies are hiding. Am I going the right way? I am, I think. I think it was up here. Cool to go back here. Counter gears. Oh, there's new stuff. Yeah. I could give... I guess I could give those to him. I don't know. We are here. Cutscene! Let's go. Hey, look. A movie truck? Thank you again, Meister. You've been great help. With this, we'll all be set for the debut of our new performance in a couple of days. Adios, Apple. Your trope is far too demanding with its requests, each and every one of them. Tuning the automata would have been work enough, but designing an entirely new stage set on top of that. I'm a busy man, you know. I really apologize for that. Ilya and the troop leader can have some pretty lofty standards sometimes. The extra mechanism they asked you to install was something they just couldn't live without. It doesn't matter. I have no issue with lending my studious expertise to serve as your place. I'm sure the goddess would prefer it to be alternative. Thank you. Oh, come think of it, Meister. We haven't received your response to our invitations yet. Arkansas would be honored to have you attended the show. Be our pleasure after amazing set and automata you provided us. Your Mira is thanks enough. I appreciate the gesture, but as I said, I'm a busy man. Oh? Okay, bye-bye. Told them he wouldn't go for it. Still, I'd love for him to see how his hard work being used on stage at least once. Pardon us. Huh? Why aren't you the SSS? We are. There's a stage technician from Arkansas, correct? Yep, the name's Heinz. I'm in charge of the props and equipment and such. What are all of you doing out here? Come to see the Meister? Something like that. We had a little matter we wanted to consult him about. Are you here to pick up commission? Yeah, we had an order for automaton tune-up and some new set pieces. It was kinda short notice with the debut of the revival performance coming up, but he did us a real solid getting it done so quickly. Oh boy, to tell you the truth, everyone in the troop owes the Meister a touring. You don't say. Speaking of which, isn't the revival performance only a couple days away? That's right, Ilya and the others are kicking it in the high gear about now. Heck, I've been getting into it myself. Watch it up. I accidentally pressed it. Have you now? Sounds like you're primed to put on a real box office hit. That's the idea, but whoops, I'm a little behind schedule. Gotta get back there, set this all up. See you guys later. Stop by and say hi to everyone when you get the chance. You'll be sure to be careful on your way back. Yeah. I think he doesn't have to be careful. He's driving that truck. He can just drive over all the you know, monsters and everything. I don't think he needs to be careful. The hell? Am I the only one out here, Loop here? You're telling me all of Arkansas's theater magic gets made at this studio? It appears that way. You could tell their wire flying technology was advanced. I never came to the conclusion that it originated from here. Well, at least we know the Meister is in right now. I'm not sure if he's willing to tell us anything about the society, but we'll never know if we don't ask. Right. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. Once you enter the doll studio, you will be unable to visit other areas outside the Crossbell City for the rest of the day. Oh no. I'm gonna save it. Go check this doll studio. Yeah. But I don't think it's gonna be that long. Lloyd used the iron knocker attached to the gate. Excuse us. This is the Crossbell Police Special Support Section. Meister Rosenberg, we'd like to have a word with you. What a stupid name, Meister. Meister. What a stupid name. There's no need to shout. My hearing is still perfectly fine. Oh, you're the SSS. Whatever business you have must be important if you come all this way. I'll hear what you have to say, so long as you keep things short. Yeah. One of the walking dolls again. What? He's so cute. A Rosenberg doll? An automated one. By the looks of it. Enter. The little one will guide you. See to it that you don't wander anywhere you aren't supposed to. I guess it can't talk. Not that I was expecting it to. Kid, hello, this gal sure doesn't look like any machine I ever seen. Mind taking us to where your master is, little miss? He's a nice little doll. Ah, that's sweet. I think we're supposed to follow her. Right, we probably shouldn't keep the Meister waiting. Ouroboros, what kind of enemy are we dealing with? But do they think Rosenberg is an enemy? Or not? What does that mean? Like, we can't leave anymore? Because it still feels like I can leave. Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna turn myself back if I go too far. She is creepy. She's not like the other dolls that are speaking. Creepy as hell. Lloyd and the rest of the SSS then followed the automaton inside. After going through what felt like a maze, they emerged in an underground section of the studio. Yeah, this was in a cutscene in the previous game, I remember. I don't really remember what they were talking about that. What is this place? It's incredible. Yeah, this looks cool as hell. Rosenberg Studio. We haven't been here inside yet. This is cool. Oh no. He's making the stuff. Whoa. Yeah. That it? The giant archaism you mentioned before? Yeah, Renee used it back at the Sunford. I believe she called it Petermater. Yeah, that looks like almost the same. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, he knew her. I remember that cutscene. So this is where it's been. The hell, all this mechano crap doing down here anyway. I thought this was supposed to be a doll studio. I believe those terminals are connected to the Orbital network. It must have been where Kitty was remotely hacking the network. Well, what is it you want? Mr. Yord, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. You have few questions we are hoping to ask. Would there be any chance to happen to be about what Campanella has been up to? How did he know? He has to be has spies all over or something. How did he know that? So you know. Do not misunderstand. As I'm sure Rene told you, I do in fact have ties to the society. In the end, however, I am nothing more than humble doll maker. I am not directly involved with whatever grand scheme they have planned. So in other words, you can't tell exactly what Campanella is plotting to do. I do not know, nor I'm in a position to. I really love my wife. I really love my wife, but she's sometimes very clingy. She is so damn clingy. She wants to tell everything. So yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. However, you should understand that he is an enforcer, not Anguish. I don't remember what's the difference between those. He is not authorized to propose plans for the society to pursue. Oh, so I was right. So he's more like a fighter who's doing the dirty work. The others are making the plans. The Anguish, rather, are the ones who draft such arrangements. Now hold on just a minute. This is a little too much to take in all at once. Isn't this insider information? Should you really giving it to us so easily? Oh, it's hardly confidential. There are many on the continent who know of this already. The Church, the Guild, the intelligence agencies of the major powers. Even that is only scratching the surface. Society is so widely known, yet still you are able to freely continue making dolls here. As I said, I am not in position to know all of the society's inner workings. Take the archaisms, for example. Their construction relies on technologies from many other workshops besides this one. Yep, they're talking about the 13 workshops. I don't remember how it went, but is there actually? I think there are actually 13 workshops, right? And this could be one of them. I don't remember how the lore went. It's been so long since I played Cold Steel. My studio is but one scale of the ever-coiling serpent. Yeah, I think I'm right. Which is why the Church and Guild will never set a foot in here without due cause. I suppose that makes sense. Someone like you is more valuable while you're still attached to the snake. It makes you a handy source of info. Correct. That being said, the studio has already been preemptively outfitted for any contingencies. Contingencies? Even should you break the front door down with the arrest warrant, all you would find is an empty and meager doll studio, nothing more. Not even Peter Mater. Damn, so that you mean that fast they would empty this place, huh? Because the Peter Mater is already still there. That's crazy. Well, would you like to try your hand at taking me into custody, having heard all of that? You may not have another chance. No, that's not why we're here. You made your point. We'd like to inquire further if you're willing to answer. Lloyd, I guess that's all we can do, but it doesn't mean I like it. Wise decision. I take it you'd like to know something more concrete than a veiled statements. Broad outlines. Narrow your questions down to 3, and I will answer them if I can. Fair enough. What 3 things should we ask him about? So, I can ask all of them, right? Don't have to pick one. So I'm gonna pick the first one. Ask about the society's anguish. I wanna know. This I actually wanna know more about. Whoa. I'm so bad at remembering names in real life, also persons' names. So bear with me. That scientist guy is the from the sky with the crazy plan. The middle, I think, that's Joachim, is it? Or is it the guy from the crazy guy from Sky? And then there's her. We fought her in the cold steel. Why can't I remember names? Oh my god. Yeah, she is good and bad at the same time. Yes, 3, 6, 7. I can't remember what the others were. I can remember who was Anguish and who was an enforcer. I can remember that. Phantom Thief was enforcer. Company Lies enforcer. Shirley was enforcer. And to remember. Who else? Who was also Anguish? Wasn't the what was the guy's name? The silver hair who died? Died in the, was it first or second Sky game? The bad guy was friend of the main characters. I think he was an enforcer also, not Anguish. I think Mariabel is an Anguish. I don't know. They are the 7 snake apostolos who live and serve to realize the Grandmaster's plans. Even I do not know all of their identities. However, I am aware of the anguish that will be arriving in Crossbell before long. Is there any way you can tell us more about them? 1 is a man, 6 anguish to be precise. He leads the 13 factories that compromise Ouroboros' technological network. I can't remember who. It's been so long. I can't remember. It's not any of the chancellors, you know, clan, or you know, I can't remember anything. But you know, the chancellor's right hand man is none of them is Anguish, right? I can remember. He's the society's greatest theoretician, an engineer with insatiable appetite. Needless to say, he is contemptible man. Clearly have a high opinion of him. Just how contemptible are we talking? He is the sort of man who cares for nothing but satisfying his own intellectual curiosity. I'm unsure what he hopes to achieve by coming to this land in person. I can say this for certain, his arrival is anything but good news for Crossbell. I'll take your word for it. He will not be alone. However, 7 Anguish, the Steel Maiden, will also come to Crossbell. Oh, we're gonna see her in this game! Oh, that's cool! Whoa! Steel Maiden! She was a very complex character, if I remember. She's like going back and forth if who's she helping her. If I remember right. Steel Maiden? That's got an ominous ring, if I ever heard one. Ominous. She is an enigma, to say the least. Briefly put, she's a masterful warrior whom you have no hope of defeating, even if you were to face her all at once. Is that wrong? But she's a goddess. Yeah, trying to wingman your fellow conspirators, I see. It was merely a word of warning. Unlike the 6 Anguish, I heard that 7 Anguish is virtuous individual. However, were you to face her unprepared, it would surely cost you your lives. Ah! Yeah, he was an Anguish, wasn't? No, he was Enforcer. What was the guy's name? The fire guy. The Axel of Legend of Heroes. What was the guy's name? I really dig his character. Like he really just likes to fight stuff. What was his name? Ask about society's grand scheme. As I already told you, even I am not familiar with the details. From what little I heard in passing, however, I do know what is it called? The Phantasmal Place Plan. The name drop. Okay. Phantasmal Place. Now there's a name arrive with symbolism. This plan, does it entail causing some sort of widespread incident in Crossbelt, like the one in Liber last year? That can't be. There's no way we could just let that happen. Stop making me repeat myself. I do not know the details. Angry old man. This younger generation, they don't understand. What I can tell you is that the society's intervention here pales in comparison to what happened in Liber. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy huge what happens here. I just don't know details, but I know something happens in here. Society prefers to operate from the shadows above all else. They aren't the type to make their move on the surface. What's that supposed to make us feel better? Because it sure as hell ain't working. The fact you can give us nothing but name makes whatever they're doing all the more suspect. Yeah, he's just he's really tiny part of the big wheel. He doesn't know stuff, that's the thing. About society's relation to the cult. The DG cult, you mean? As far as I know, the two sides never had direct ties. Yeah, I think I also know this. Having said that, it is fact that the society was the one that destroyed the lodge where Rene was being held. What? You're referring to Paradise, right? Yes, my understanding is that the cult used it to lure in and exploit influential individuals from around the continent. In all likelihood, it was brought down because it was begun to target influential individuals the society was backing. So, the DG cult is enemy of society. Interesting, okay. So, it's nothing short of miracle that Rene survived that place. So, all the people who got drugged and everything, they're actually with society. So, DG Cult was trying to get rid of them. Huh? Am I correct? That hellhole deserved to get wiped out, but it's not like that makes Ouroboros the good guys either. Or did I understand wrong? I hope you didn't expect that explanation to win us over. As I said, I'm only telling you what I know. Take it how you will. Okay, that's the end of it. That makes 3 questions, I answered. Taking up enough of my time. I'm gonna have to ask you leave now. But Lloyd... Fine, that's what we agreed to, so we'll just be going for now. Would you mind if you return for another one of these talks? If I feel so inclined. Keep the following in mind. It is not only Ouroboros that you should have your sights set on. There are other forces to be cautious of in the wake of Crossbell's bid for independence. Wouldn't you say? I guess so. I know what he's talking about. I know who. The man's got a point. Sounds like you probably know a thing or 3 about that too. Maybe so, maybe not. Off you go. Follow the little one like you did on your way here. If you wander off, I can guarantee your safety. So there might be enemies if I wander. Is that what he's saying? Should I... Oh, I guess they don't let me explore. Wow, that's boo. I could have done that. I guess we are done here. It was a little while that we couldn't return to then. I feel like I just came out of bad dream. The Phantasmal Blaze Plan and two Anguish making their way to Crossbow to enact it. It is so fantastical, I can barely bring myself to believe it. Just how dangerous are they? From what I heard about Liberal incident, very, we can take the threat to the 8 poles lightly. Still, if what the Meister told us is true, whatever they're planning in Crossbow isn't as extensive as it was in Liberal. That'd be a relief. I heard they had an enormous battleship to contend with. Not to mention that giant archaism Vadermator. Where did you get that info? The first division has it all labeled as classified. Well, he has his sources. Is this surprising anymore? Don't tell me you heard about these kinds of things while working as a host too. My lips are sealed. Damn. Something wrong, you two? Well, yeah, just a little. Theodore might be able to explain it better than I could. You mind? I will make an attempt. Having seen the automaton that guide us in and out of the studio, it's become clear the society is far mischievous than they are malevolent. That's a hard word. Malevolent. Mischievous? Yes, they have more technological prowess than both the Epstein Foundation and C's Central Factory. Let's squander it by choice. Consider the research necessary to develop Vadermator. It would be more practical to use those same resources to build 54 airships. Whoa. Okay. You think so? Perhaps they have a source of funding, one deeper than we may realize. I can't think anybody could fund them. That's interesting. I didn't think about that ever. Maybe, but whether your army or crime syndicate, efficiency is typically the highest priority of any organization. Recreation typically doesn't have much of place here, if at all. Ouroboros turns all of that right on its head. That makes their motives and rationale all the more baffling to me. Took the words right out of my mouth. Think about this, no matter how many anguish and archaisms they got hiding up their sleeves, the Red Constellation, hey you, are probably more of an actual threat, realistically speaking. No. They're not talking about those. I know who he was talking about. And that even taking into account whatever the Empire and the Republic are up to. That's true. Put all four of them into one autonomous state together and you got a disaster waiting to happen. This kitchen already has too many cooks without the society. The question is, what do they plan to bring to the table? Who's to say, even back in the terrorist at the trade conference was allegedly on complete win on their part. They don't seem to have any interest in involving themselves with conventional power struggles. In that case, would that make what they are working toward as unconventional as everything else they do? That would mean we're completely in over our heads trying to do anything about it. All we can say for sure is that whatever it is, it can be good for Crossbow. Yeah, something crazy is gonna happen. At any rate, we should return home for now. I want to relay all of this to the chief. After that, we should do the same for GGF and the guild. Regardless of what society is after, the least we can do is make sure we are ready for them. I agree. Good call. Back to the city we go. It's gonna be big as one cooking board, isn't it? Yeah. So much shit is gonna happen. Yeah. I think I know the people they're talking about. Those two. We should be aware of. They're like wolves among the sheep. I know who they're talking about. I'm pretty sure. I think I know. I'm not sure if I should talk about stuff like that or not. Maybe there happens to be a chance someone is watching this and don't know anything about these games. So I don't want to spoil if they want to play this game maybe in future. I mean this series more like it. Rosenberg Studio, keep out. Okay. So I think they want me to. Okay, it's still medium, so I can still do it later. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna go. We need to go to the police station now, I think. What the hell? Wow, first fight of the day. That's funny. Okay. Battle. Battle. More. There you go. I wasn't planning to fight this thing, but. Oh. I'm not planning to fight anything, but I think they're on my way, so might as well. Oh my god, why do I keep hitting all of the enemies? Go here. Hope can manage to. Avoid the enemies. Okay. Oh, cutscene still here. Oh, my enigma. Who could it be? I get the feeling someone is in need of our services. Special support section, Lloyd Banning speaking. Lloyd, thank goodness I finally got a hold of you. Oh, hi, Fran. We've been trying to contact us for a while. I have, but for some reason, none of my calls were able to get through. Yeah, I was thinking maybe there's some kind of. I even tried everyone else's enigmas, but they were total no-go too. Maybe there's some kind of field, you know, anti-field or something inside that house, so you can get calls. There must be an opal way hammered in the basement of the studio. Sorry about that, we ended up wandering out of our signal range. What's going on? Do you have an urgent support request for us? Not quite, no. Half an hour ago, there was a train derailment on West Crossbell Highway. Okay. A what? Are you serious? I wish I wasn't. The 2nd Division is en route to investigate the scene. The GGL is on its way too, so there's probably no need for you to go. But I figured I should keep you guys in the loop, just to be safe. Got it, thanks for telling us, Fran. If you find out more, let us know as soon as you can. Roger that. Is something the matter? Did Fran have something important to tell us? Well, informed. Damn, train. What the hell? Derailment? It just went right off the tracks? Yeah, it's a constellation, have to be. Yeah, Fran said the 2nd Division and CGF are on their way there. But we can probably leave it to them. Then again, I think they're danger, okay? It would be hard to turn away from something so concerning. I say, the timing is a little too suspicious for my tastes. I have my doubts, but that this was just a mere accident. Lloyd, what should we do now? We have until the end of the day to report on what we learned about the society. For now, let's go to the scene of the accident. We can overlook the possibility that some sort of foul play was involved, whether from cryptic or otherwise. At the very least, we can lend a hand investigating the crash site. Agreed. We should hurry. Probably best to take our new ride if we're looking to get there ASAP. You mean car? You have a car? Torba can now travel to the scene of the train accident. Ooh, so we need the car. Oh, I think we need to go to the city first. Interesting. So we actually need to use the car. Otherwise we can get there. I think that's what it meant. Do you hear that? Those are sirens. Oh, okay. Why is shit hitting the fan all of a sudden? Oh no. Oh, what's happening? It has to be terrorist attacks. The ambulances. Do you suppose they were transporting those who were injured from the derailment? Given the timing, I wouldn't doubt it. Cecil and the rest of the hospital are going to have a long day ahead of them. In the meantime, we have to get to the scene of the accident. Roger. Scene of the accident, huh? Let's see, I'm gonna check. This hasn't changed. It's still medium, okay. There's still some time to do that. Good. Gonna do a save. Not gonna save over that one, just in case. Oh yeah, we need the car. There it is. Ride a car. Where was the derailment? Where's Crossbell? West Crossbell Highway. Oh no, so does that mean I can't do it anymore? Ah, that sucks. If that actually means that... I screwed it up, did I? So I should have done that before. Ah, shit. Not cool. Why is there happy music? I thought there's supposed to be something happening here. Those buses just now. They look like the ones to carry people traveling to and from the Republic. They must be transporting the rest of the passengers that were on the train. Damn, what a shit show. Makes me wonder how extensive the scale of the accident is. This is crazy. What happened? Yo, Lloyd! You guys made it! Hey Franz, so you're in this case too. Hello there, Noel, Randy. Thank you both for coming as well. Of course, good to see you, Dahlia. Looks like we are right in the place. What's the situation? Commander Bales and the police are currently investigating the scene of the accident. Inspector Donovan and Detective Raymond from the 2nd Division are leading our department's efforts. From what I could tell, it looked like a mess. The train went clean off the tracks. It's gonna take a long time to get things cleared and repaired. And what of the passengers? No fatalities, thank the goodness, but few were in critical condition. Those most of in need of medical attention were carried away by ambulance a little while ago. Yeah, we saw them on our way here. And the other passengers, they were transferred to buses for the remainder of their trip. Yeah, there was one round of them arranged to passengers who headed to Crossbell City and another for those going to Altair. Chaos sorting it all out. I can imagine. Not every day you have to damage control for an accident this severe. Speaking of which, we should make our way to the scene ourselves. Are we get past through? Yeah, good to go. Doubt anyone's gonna complain. Feel free to head whenever you're ready. Okay. Alright, well... I'm gonna be saving it here. Oh my god, my pack, all is sitting. I'm gonna be saving it here. I am ending a bit early. I can do a bit longer, maybe longer than 2 hours next time. But I have to go pick up my wife. Again, yeah, she needs a ride. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We are gonna, I think this is a good spot. I think that next part is maybe a long. Something happened to the train, so I'm excited. Let's see what happened. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. let me know, and we are gonna continue here next time. All right? Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.